The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
So we haven't spoken too much about Charles and Camilla. And by the way, she's the Queen, isn't she? Mm-hmm. She's but the Queen's gone.
Yeah.
Everyone's calling her the Queen that I've seen on the news.
Yeah. But is there another little bit to it? A little
Consort?
caveat?
Consort?
Yeah, consort?
Maybe,
I
yeah.
don't know. She's doing a good job. I think we're starting to like her a bit more.
Is she doing a good job?
Well, she's a fair age. She's 76. She's out there.
Doesn't mean
she's flown over
mean
and
you're doing a good job.
she's been shaking hands and smiling
Is that
and waving.
You know, so she's doing a good job
Yeah, right,
for a
yeah.
76-year-old.
She flew on a private jet
She's a fair age.
to Australia. Private jet, yeah.
Oh, are you going to talk about the menu? The big blow up with the menu they were eating yesterday?
No, well, you can talk about that. I'm interested to hear about that. But I was just going to say, I like Charles's eyewear. Like, he rocks some cool
Oh, what
stuff.
is he wearing?
Oh, I thought the same
wearing
thing.
Mary
Don't you reckon he's
Yeah.
got,
Let's see.
Looks like he's got.
Mary Jim's
I reckon
on.
Bonnie sorted him out from Maui Jim's.
Oh, she loved that.
before he's
I know,
come down.
she is his go-to when he arrives.
Yes.
Careful around Dylan Alcott.
Don't you reckon he looks
King.
pretty cool, though? Like a
Yeah,
pair of
he
sunnies can
does
just
look
sort of
cool.
stand you
Yeah.
up. The totem pole
That does
of
look
coolness.
pretty cool. He almost looks like a guy from the Rolling Stones there. Like now, not the Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
back in the day.
And then you look at his suit.
Bit over, but
loves the
over
beige,
doesn't
doesn't he?
fit.
No, it's a bit big.
There's a couple of, I don't know, I don't feel like the pocket hanky necessarily matches the tie.
Yeah, the suit's not as cool as the sunnies. And Camilla,
I'll tell you what she's wearing, which
she
is cool.
could rock some sunnies as well.
She
What
looks
she's
good.
wearing, there's a statement there she's making. I don't know the name of this, but you look, if you get a copy of the paper today, you'll see that photo of them in front
Yeah.
of you. That little bracelet on her arm is for shiz. That's
Yeah.
it's a little like,
that
it looks like a
brand?
shamrock,
Yeah.
but it's more like a 4-leaf sort of clover thing, and all the cool kids are wearing that right now.
Are they?
Like that's it.
Are they?
That's it in a bit.
Did she
I thought
start the
about getting
trend,
one. I
or
saw
is she
some,
jumping on board? What do you mean you
I
thought
saw
about
some
getting one?
dudes in America wearing them. So dudes can wear them. Anyone know the name of this? I'll have to Google it. But you see the coolest kids in town, they're wearing that.
Really? I'm going to look out for that next time
So she's
My
jumped
kids
on
come
that.
over.
She's jumped on that bandwagon. Someone will know that's seen the picture, so
Okay.
13, 24.
give us a call if you know what exactly that is.
I'll talk about the blow up with the menu now, if you want.
I saw them flipping sausages.
Well, they're at some function somewhere. I think at Parramatta.
Para.
Yeah, that was that dude that we saw on the
Parramatta.
television yesterday, and we were listening to him, and he was talking about sausages and stuff like that.
Ah, right.
He
Well,
was the chef that
was he?
They went out to West Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
God knows why they went out to West Sydney.
Yeah.
It's an absolute shithole.
Yeah.
But they went out there.
Well, apparently the big thing that in the menu, they list out everything that you're going to eat and stuff. They had Anzac biscuits, but they called them Anzac cookies. And, it's so American.
Anzac cookies.
They called them Anzac cookies on the menu. And everyone said, they're not Anzac cookies, they're Anzac biscuits.
Oh, I don't know why that annoys me. But
It does.
Yeah, that really annoys
Well,
me too. And
Everyone else?
how did that
who
get
saw it?
through to the keeper? Like, how did that...
I don't know. Yeah, I know. Someone
How
wasn't
did-
on their job that day, were they? They looked at the
one
menu.
person
and-
go, no, hang on, we don't call them
I
cookies.
know. Unless it was the younger generation who have started to, call them cookies a little
Subway
bit.
still call them cookies, don't they?
Subways, but that's American.
But Subway's is an
It's
American,
American.
franchise.
And-
It'd be like if they had the sausages and they said, it's good old traditional pie and ketchup.
or
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
hot dog, if they called sausages hot dogs.
Yeah.
Someone's called in, let's see about your bracelet
Yeah, I
thing.
think they're spot on. Alyssa from Yarra Bilba.
Hey guys,
Talk
how
us,
are you?
Yeah, we're good. Talk us through what the Queen was wearing on her, that yada, yada, yada.
So they're the Van Cleef. They're like necklaces
Yes.
and bracelets as well. Definitely all the cool kids
Yeah.
are wearing them.
Van
Pretty
Cleef.
penny.
Yeah, I'm looking at one
Yeah.
now. I'm just trying to find one. Now you give me the name. I'm looking one. It's just popped up and it says $8,500 for a Van Cleef and
Yeah.
Arpels vintage Alhambra, bracelet. Apparently 18 karat yellow gold. So they're very expensive.
I got one here, Lutzi, that looks exactly like the one that our Queen is wearing.
Our queen.
Queen.
You've changed your tune.
And long may she reign. 4,345. I could get
Wow.
that on Etsy.
Yeah, it's
whatever Etsy is.
Oh, yeah.
Etsy's one of those ones where you get stuff.
I don't know if I'd get really good jewellery mailed
I'm
to me.
surprised you don't even know about that. This has got you written all over it. This sort of jewellery.
It's probably the wrong demographic. Although,
Well, the Queen,
No, the
the
Queen's-
Queen's wearing it. She's 4 years younger than you. But
And long may she reign.
young people
She's
do
4
wear it.
years.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Year 12s are nearly finished. I think they started their external exams, I think on Monday they had their English one. So most of them, I think, have had their muck-up days here. It's so
God, it's still
confusing, year
October.
12. I know. They finish really early.
But they also start like their next year. Like Archie was in grade 7 this year, but he's now entered at his school. He's in grade 8.
Oh,
this
they do that
semester.
early. Like I knew the year 11 start year 12.
Yeah,
But it goes back. I suppose it's like a domino effect.
yeah. It's all changed.
But there's this muck-up day that's gone viral on TikTok. 40 million views. And it's a school in Victoria.
Oh.
So for their muck-up day, it was 100 Catholic girls' schools, 100 Catholic girls dressed up as Ronald McDonald and went to their local McDonald's as Ronald McDonald. Have you seen this?
I did
And
see
they
that, yeah.
posted it on TikTok. 40 million views worldwide.
It's unbelievable.
That is mental. And that,
Can we post it? I haven't seen it.
yeah,
I haven't seen
I
that.
sent it to Nick, I think, so hopefully he'll post it. But how fun is that? That's
Where
like
were
the
they
thinking
from?
one. Sacre-Cœur School in Glen Iris,
Right.
I think, Victoria.
Yep.
Sacre-Cœur, yeah. And it looks really, and they've all look exactly the same. It's so good. It's a good, fun muck-up day.
Where would they have even got those costumes
Yeah.
from?
Are they good
I
costumes?
don't know.
Well,
Yeah, they
must have
are.
emptied out Temu.
Yeah. I dressed up as Ronald McDonald once. I just wish I had the photo with me at the moment. It's at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was for a party that Sam Riley, who used to be a swimmer as well, and I had. It was a dress-up party, and I got that from a costume store, and I had the same thing, the red wig and exactly like the girls look, the yellow
goofy
suits,
shoes.
the big red shoes. So I'm going to post that on our Insta, are we, Nick? Yeah, I thought that was a good, fun muck-up day.
You can get it from catch.com.au for $43.38.
Really?
Oh.
Which reminds me, I tried my outfit on yesterday. So did Lutzi, I see, for the Halloween party.
Yeah. First fitting.
Yeah.
Is there any
What do you think? What
amendments?
do you think of mine? Be honest. Don't have to sugarcoat.
It was better than I expected.
really.
I thought you
Yeah.
were wearing some like lacy underwear on your face. I couldn't figure out what
What?
that was.
Let me see the
There's
photo
lots
again.
of holes
It's
on it.
like it is. It's a mask, but I left it on my kitchen bench yesterday, and I looked down at it for a second there. It looked like a lacy G-string.
Yeah.
sitting there. Yeah.
Where is the picture?
I thought, how'd that get here? What?
Don't pretend you don't know.
Which group text was it on? So many different group texts for this group.
Well, you saw mine. No, I
Yeah.
didn't put the lacy under.
Oh,
but it
I
was
thought you
just
were wearing it on your face.
no. But there's a mask. I'm wearing a mask in that in the video that in the photo I sent you. It's wearing a lacy mask,
Oh, yes.
and I've got the hood. But it
Yeah,
does.
whose undies are they?
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Did anyone see the footage this week of the guy that was hang gliding? He was like a Red Bull guy, hang gliding around the pyramids.
No.
And as he was doing it, he's looked at the top of one of the pyramids, and he's gone, look, right at the very top. He's gone, what is that at the top? And it was a dog, like right at the
dog?
at the very top of the
On the pointy bit.
on the pointy bit of the pyramid. You'll find it on socials if you look for it.
Jeez.
And they're like, how the bloody hell did that dog get up there?
Yeah. How did it get up there?
I'd say it got up the same way it got down, because then they showed the footage of it coming down. It just ran down. It ran down it like it was having the greatest day of its life. It ran down the entire
The steepness.
the entire length of the pyramid, just block by block by block down the.
Oh, isn't it smooth like a straight?
No,
Are they
a-
blocks?
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not think it was a
No, but
smooth.
yeah, no, you think that
it was a smooth
that'd be
No,
like a
it's like-
slippery dip.
Yeah, slippery dip.
Yeah, but somehow or other this dog worked
Oh,
its
that's
way up the
cute.
top
That's
of a pyramid, and then it came
And then when it
down.
had its moment at the top, like at the summit, like what?
You'll see it.
That's
You'll see
very
the hang
interesting.
glide
and
going
dogs-
around. He's just dogs just looking
Yeah,
around.
look at this,
going,
eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This is it.
brilliant.
Not Mark's territory.
Doesn't get much
That's
better
what
than this, does it? Hey?
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
But I've been playing a lot of golf lately. I've got this really cool thing that we've been doing for it must be about a year now. Where now there's like 7 or 8 of us.
This is your school gimmick.
We all went to school
love this.
together. Like we finished a long time ago, and sometimes it's Saturday and Sunday. Like last weekend, I played Saturday, and then I played full 18 on Sunday. But it's with my schoolmates. That's our rule. Is that you got to be.
Your year?
You have to have come from our year and
Jeez, that's pretty hard to
and
do.
play. There's like 7 or 8, and then there's more people jumping on board, and it's so much fun, and it's like just a good way of catching up, and
That's
it's
really-
exactly the same as when you're back. Sorry, when
I
you're
was going to say it's so rare for guys, especially, to keep friends that close from 25 years ago.
yeah.
In a sporting pursuit as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's the best way to actually catch up.
No, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
the only way we do it is when we're on the drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So this is, it's just, and it feels like you're just back in school. Everyone's putting the same, it's the same jokes. A lot like this show, actually. Over and over again. And
It's comforting.
Round and round.
It's just so much fun. So I'm really enjoying it. But one of the guys, and we're putting together a golf tour. We're going to go down to what's that place? Bonneville. Actually, Champs was
Bonneville's
saying.
great.
I was
So
talking to
good.
Champs at that charity cricket game.
Cross Harbour?
He's there now.
Yeah.
Actually.
I've only played there once. It was great.
Have you played there?
I've played a couple of times there, actually.
Oh, we have to talk.
Some of these holes
It's
are based
picturesque.
exactly on Augusta National.
It's
Really?
picturesque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
An
so-
Olympian owns it, actually.
Who?
He's a water polo player.
Think about it. We'll come
Oh,
back
yeah,
to it.
yeah. But that's the plan. We're going to do a golf tour
Well,
down
geez,
to Bonneville. We're
there's-
taking the show on the road.
The obvious extension of what you're doing is a road trip or
Yes,
a trip away. 'cause
Yeah, that's
is-
it. That's it.
as-
Because
that
we
is
love where
fun.
we play, but it's just going to be taking it to the
and
next
that
level.
galvanises friendships. Not that you need to galvanise; these friendships are already galvanised. But those trips away, you create lifetime.
It's just going to be
friends.
next level.
It's pretty cool.
So looking forward to that. But a couple of the funny things, like every golf crew, they've got the one person that dishes out the advice.
Oh, yeah.
And in
Golfing advice.
yeah, the golfing advice.
yeah.
And in our group, it's my brother. Luke.
Oh,
Is he the best golfer? Is that why
No.
he does that?
No, he's like.
what does he do?
we
The
call
whole
him
mate. You got to
Supercoach.
just bring your left hand around.
Is
Oh,
he? Is he
come
that
on,
person?
Luke.
He sits there, and so Boss Man, our mate who's just joined us, he's never played before. He's never played, like
it's
even when
hard.
we were young, even when we were younger. But Ross has gone out; he's got himself a good set of clubs, and he's joined.
Do you play Ambrose or what are you playing?
Well, we every now and then, whenever there's a public holiday, like if it's a Monday, it's a long weekend or whatever, we play an Ambrose event that day, a 2-ball Ambrose. But every other day,
So
it's
that
off
means
the
that
stick.
it doesn't have to be two of you. You take the best shot that two of you hit.
Yeah.
So if one of you goes
Ah,
in the scrub,
righto.
you don't have to chase it.
Yeah.
It's more fun to play if you're not very
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's the only way to play,
Yeah,
really.
and it's a good way of actually doing it too, because everyone's got the one person they don't want to play with. Going, I hope I don't get teamed up with Buzz or whatever.
Yeah.
You get your
Well,
golf.
yeah, very personal.
Everyone
No,
brings
I've never played golf in my life.
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
brings their golf balls, and we put them all together, and you just drop them on the green, and whichever 2 balls are the closest, that's your teammate.
Oh, that's cool.
That's who you
Oh,
play.
that's good.
That's who you play with, and
I
that's
like
the
that.
team event. But anyway, Boss Man hasn't played ever.
It's a hard game to take up when he's our age.
Yeah, but and he's always been a surfer and all the rest of it. But he went off and got a couple of lessons, but starting from scratch, which is not easy.
It's hard.
And Luke was giving Ross advice for the hole. You know, you've got to do there, telling him about the hole and all the rest of it. And Luke
Tell him about the hole.
So, yeah,
You gotta get it in the hole.
You got to go from here to there, do this, do that. And in his very first game with the crew,
No.
Luke was giving Boss advice for the whole of the round. Boss beat him by 3 strokes.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
I did something I've never done before yesterday. Does anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, it's best I don't.
One guess?
I don't know.
Involves a car.
Oh, you put your own petrol in.
You know, I still remember the old days where people came and put petrol in your cars. You paid them.
really?
They came out to you. Yeah, when I used to go to school, the lady that drove me to school, I mean, it was a...
No, back in the
My driver.
And
Yeah.
my driver, no, that we shared lifts, and she would
Yeah,
stop at the petrol station, and
Yeah,
that
you didn't get out of your car.
someone came and
Oh,
put your
yeah.
petrol in.
Oh,
Put your
yeah.
petrol in.
Put them in 50s and 60s, a long time ago.
But it's not. But
Did
it's
you
not that.
reverse park? I don't know.
No. I went through a drive-through Bottle-O where I didn't get out of the car. I've never done that before. Have you guys done that? Like it's like picking up. I've been to drive-throughs Bottle-O's where you hop
You
out
kind of get out still.
and
yeah.
walk in. This
Yeah.
one you couldn't, so it was weird. So you have to ask what you want without going through and seeing
That's
any.
pretty old school.
It was old school. I was
You,
like,
you
how did-
asked a human. You didn't speak in like a.
and I was a human.
Yeah, not in a way.
He was a
like
human.
Not
Into
like
the
you-
speaker box.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Mama
exactly.
KFC.
That'd,
she was-
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'll get that, you know,
Yeah.
get a 6-pack of 4X. And, you know.
yeah.
She was really funny actually because I sort of parked right. I didn't know how far forward to go in the thing. It was up at Curramundi actually, and the lady came and goes, "What do you want?" I said, "Oh, I wanted some sort of sparkling wine or champagne." What? I was like, I wanted the cheap mum. You can get cheap mum.
What's it called?
Mum, M-U-M-M. When I say cheap, it's
So I thought you said something else. Mum. Yeah.
mum. It's made in Australia, but people think it's champ. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, so she went and picked it up and brought it out, and then she goes, you can come forward. You know, she handed it to me, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Like, how do I pay you? She goes, you can come forward. And I was like, so I drove through. You drive through to the checkout. It's so weird. And I said to her, I don't think
I've ever done that.
I've never been through a drive-through bottle. This is the first time.
You've been through some bottlers. Don't worry about that in your time.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I've been through heaps. So there
Yeah.
must be hardly any. Is there any in Brisbane where you stay in the car?
Well, I guess in theory, there's people at the desk where if you just stayed in your car and you're lazy and went, can you get me I don't know, what would happen if you can you get me a
Yell out,
carton?
yeah.
I don't know whether they'd go get it or say, no, mate, get out of your car and get it yourself, you lazy bastard.
Yeah, exactly. It's not odd.
There's one, or there used to be one, at least just near the Ekka there.
A drive-through
Yeah, drive-through.
where you stay in your car.
Yep.
But you're saying you can't? I mean, there's drive-thrus everywhere. But, like,
I'm pretty sure there's one in like Callumvale, I think, and there's like a left lane where you can park your car and you can get out, and this is what we all do, and go get your drink.
Yeah,
But if
there's
you
that.
hang
And then-
to the right, I'm pretty sure someone comes up to you. I've never done it, but like comes up to you and does exactly what happened in your situation.
I feel like I can remember when the first drive-through coffee places started too. And I thought that was a really odd concept because, it takes a while to make a coffee.
Yeah.
I actually thought that will never work because there'll be a big lineup, but now there's like heaps.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember when the first KFC ever started at Harvey Bay.
yeah, that was...
Back in the 80s. I was a
You
kid.
robbed it, I think, from memory.
Yeah.
But after that,
Yeah, and it was like the biggest thrill of all time.
Yeah.
And Mum drove through it, and the first time that she ordered, Buzz needs to have heard this story a million times, but first time they ordered, she gets out of the car, they go, can I take your order, please? She hopped out of the car and walked up to the microphone,
Oh, yeah, it's...
put her whole mouth over and said,
I'll get a double box of chicken, please, with some large chips and a coleslaw.
Like she's playing a harmonica or something, a mouth organ.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.